can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God cut you down. Sooner or later, God cut you down. Go tell that long-time liar. Go and tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler and the gambler and the backbiter. Tell him the God's gonna cut him down. Tell him the God's gonna cut him down.
Welcome everybody once again to the Sim-Ability Xfinity Series. We take on Rockingham tonight. One of my favorite tracks. Glad to see it's back on the schedule again. Exciting racing this past weekend by the actual Xfinity Series. Hopefully our drivers put on a hell of a show tonight. Right now, as we take a look at the speed charts, Eddie Hawks, 45, 2.4, 3.40 at the top of the leaderboard. Followed by Jason Lance, Cody McGork, Andrew Smith in the top 5 this week, along with Billy Wise. Right now on your screen, sitting in 6th, Stephen Kiefer, the 22. Followed by DJ Brown in the 69 machine, Tom Johnson, the 23, Clint Moore in the 9 spot. 99 car in the 10th spot, Johnny Berardi. Jen Capers in the 13, run 11th. Tom Wise out there in the 3 car, in the 12 spot time. There's a look at Johnny Berardi, 9-9. There's a look at the fast man on track, Eddie Hawks. Jason trying to lay down a heater there. Got away from him. Gord out there on the track. Right now, he's your fastest Mustang, sitting in the 3rd spot.
Alright, got a few minutes left here in practice, so let's go and run some commercials. Give a shout out to our sponsors that make all this happen. Simability, Admin Box, Paper Sealing, Florida. Thank you guys for making this league a possibility.
All right, qualifying's underway right now. Take a look here at Billy Wise in the 32 machine as he's making his way. And Jason Lance to the top of the leaderboard, followed by Billy Wise in second. I'll make that Stephen Kiefer. Waiting for the time and the update itself here. Let's see what Eddie Hawks has for the field. He is the fastest man in practice. Kenny McGork has jumped up to second spot on the qualifying chart, followed by Eddie Hawks. We'll have the final result here in just a little bit. As you see the times there on the screen, Jason Lance with a 24.334, followed by Cody McGork with a 4.49. Eddie Hawks with a 6.42, just beating out Stephen Kiefer of a 6.48. Billy Wise in the top 5 with 7.08. As you see, 6 through 10 there. Tom Johnson in 6 with a 25.01, followed by Johnny Berardi with a 25.17. Derek Brown in the 69 Kodak machine in 8th. Tom Wise 9th. Jan Capers in the 13 car. All right, your starting lineup for tonight's race. Jason Lance on pole outside him, Cody McGork, followed by Eddie Hawks and Stephen Kiefer, row number 2. Row number 3, Billy Wise, Tom Johnson. Row number 4, Johnny Berardi, Derek Brown. Row number 5, Thomas Wise, Jen Capers rounding out your field. Starting shotgun would be the 87 machine, Andrew Smith. Hundred laps around this track tonight. It's going to be intense. The problem areas to watch out for this track is coming off of 4 and coming off of 2. Track gets real narrow on the exit. If you pick up with the throttle too early, you push right to it. And if you jump on the throttle too hard, boy, this car likes to swing around on you. Found out the hard way. Pace car makes its way in. Jason Lance about ready to bring him to the green. Green flag is out. We're off. Able to make his way up the 4th there. Cody's trying to work on the outside. Jason there forward the lead, coming out of 4. Cody McGork leads lap number 1. Yellow flag is out. It's like Quentin clips the apron there. It shoots him right up the Tom Wise there. Turns Tom around, he goes through him. Looks like Jen got on the brakes and got loose going into 1 there. And she saw the accident happening in front of her. Right now, Cody McGork out front, followed by Jason Lance, Eddie Hawks, Billy Wise, and Stephen Kiefer 5th. Tom Johnson 6th, Johnny Berardi 7th, Derek Brown 8th, Andrew Smith 9th, Thomas Wise 10th, Jen Capers 11th, Quentin Moore 12th. All right, field's lined up once again. Borrego green. Cody McCork's going to be bringing the green this time. Cody's still looking for that breakthrough victory in this season. Base car dives on the pit road. Cody brings him in the restart zone, fires off. Eddie gets a good jump. Phil's in there in the second spot. Jason makes a charge there on the outside. He doesn't want to give up that spot to Eddie. Everybody's single file right now. Cody McCork out front leading, followed by Jason Lance and Eddie Hawk. Ryan Long with Eddie Hawk. Get by Jason for second. Trying to ride around people. I want to listen and see where their lift points are, how hard they're driving in. And of course, it's running a little bit harder than that Camaro. See how Jason's running right now. So far, Jason's one is blowing up, going into one early. That's going to pay off for his right front tire later on in this run. Worked his way out to a nice gap there, about a half second over second place to Jason Lance. And you see Cody's running that higher line, diving down to get a better run off down the backstretch there. As leaders make their way by Jen there. sitting all by himself here in fourth spot. Coach Lamson. See where Billy's letting off at. Billy's up and running in deep there in the one. Everybody's about the same going into 3 and 4. Getting close to about 15 laps, green flag laps of racing on these tires. These cars are going to start handling a little bit different than what they were 10 laps ago. Cody's looking up that gap up to a second now. Lap 21, Cody McGork's led every lap so far tonight. He's got a second lead over second place at Jason Lance. Jason says he doesn't really care for this track. Usually when he says that, he usually ends up the victory lane, so let's see how tonight plays out for him. Cody diamonds off. Jason's rolling the bottom. Trying to take care of that right front tire. Across that bump. There's ball there in 3. Back on the throttle, coming out 4. Seen that last lap, Jason Lance was 10 faster than Cody McGork. Cody gained a little bit of time back with Jason. Just keeping that gap at 1.2. Your top 5, Cody McGork, followed by Jason Lance in the 76. The 45 of Eddie Hawks in 3rd. 4th is now Stephen Kiefer in the 22. He's made his way Wow. I'm sorry, guys. He's made his way by the 32 of Billy Wise. You see, Steven got a piece of the wall there off of exit of 2. Tom Johnson running 6, followed by Andrew Smith, who's up 5 spots to 7th. Nice look at that 87 admin box machine. Down the wall a little bit there. Looking well on Tom. He's able to make the pass. Jump back up to our leader because his 1.2 second lead has got down to 8 tenths, almost 7 tenths there. They're running identical lap times right now. Cody passed 99 on the outside there. His lead's down to 4 tenths. Riding on the front nose is Jason Lance. He's chasing down the leader. Kenny McGork's been out front for 34 laps. Gonna make it 35. Jason's looking low. Cody's trying to run the low line now. Trying to take clean air off the front of Jason's nose. Jason with a great run into one. The back bumper of that Ford Mustang. Cody out here in a new looking car this week. The rescue on board with him. Cody's able to keep Jason behind him right now. They get by the 69 machine there. He is on the wall. Ryan for the leader, looking back at the 76. Oh boy, close up. Steven Peters made his way to the third now. Getting by Eddie Hawks. Jason looking hot. Trying to get a run. Looking low, going into 3. Your top 3, Jason Lance, Cody McGork, and Stephen Kiefer in the 22. See if he's just able to get down low on 45, make that pass. Jason Lance jumped out to almost 8/10 second lead. For the 28, Cody McGork. Here comes 45, Eddie Hawks, but he's on fresh tires. Ooh, you see the 28 getting the wall there hard. Cody's still driving in deep as he was early on in the run. Andrew Smith up to 4th. Jason Lance open up a 2-second lead right now. Right along with second place, Cody McGork. Just past halfway of the race. Jason Lance out front, followed by Cody McGork. Stephen Kiefer, third. Andrew Smith in the 87 up to fourth. He's your hard charger of the race so far. Tom Johnson in the 23 machine, running fifth. Billy Wise is making his way down, get some fresh rubber. Eddie Hawks, seventh. Johnny Berardi, eighth. Derek Brown, ninth. Tom Wise running 10th. Jen's running 11th. Running 12th, you have Quentin. Step away from commercials, pay some bills. And don't you know, as soon as we do, yellow flag comes out. Tom having a rough night here. Going to the wall, came back down off the wall. Derek didn't have anywhere to go. Flag is out. Cody McGork gets out front. Jason's looking to get by on the inside there. He's got a good run coming off of 2. Cody's fighting like hell there on the outside, trying to keep the momentum up. Cody's running out to 7/10 lead right now over second spot, Jason Lance. Caution flag is out though. Jen went to go turn. Car didn't turn. Steven had nowhere to go. Everybody else got collected up in that. The big one at Rockingham. Cody McGork out front, followed by Jason Lance, Eddie Hawks third, Tom Johnson fourth, Billy Wise fifth, Stephen Kiefer sixth, Andrew Smith seventh, Derek Brown eighth, Johnny Berardi ninth, Thomas Wise 10th, Jen Capers 11th, Quentin Moore 12th. About 37 laps to go here in the race. Base car is in. Cody brings him the restart zone. Cody fires off. Gets a great jump on Jason there. Jason runs it up high in 1 and 2. Try to get a run. Trying to get back to the back bumper of that Ford Mustang. Just trying to get that gap out as far as he can get it. If this run goes anything like the last one, Cody gets out there, but then Jason starts reeling him in as the laps wear down. Jason was 0.2 faster there the last lap. See what they look like when they come across the stripe this time. That time Cody is 1/10 quicker. .30 laps to go. Cody McCorkey out front, followed by Jason Lance and Eddie Hawks. Cody's got his gap almost out to 1.2. Jason's run about the same line like he always does. His lift points are exactly the same. Showing great patience there. As the laps are winding down, he's not overrunning his entry. Billy Wise has made his way up the fourth. He's able to get by Tom Johnson. Got by him on the inside there. Open up that lead to 1.4. 25 laps to go to make that 24 now. Looking back at Jason Lance way back there. like Cody's like to see is this race winds down. Cody McGork out front, followed by Jason Lance. Closing that gap. Was 1.3. Now we're down to 1 second. Starting to widen back out again. There's a look at your third place, Eddie Hawks. Billy Wise in fourth. Tom Johnson fifth. Stephen Kiefer, sixth. Right in front of him is Andrew Smith, who's running seventh. $20 laps to go. 28 machines out front. Billy Wise looking to get by Eddie Hawks here for third spot. Billy's looking low. He gets by Eddie. Eddie gets a little bit of wall. Tom's looking to get by as well. Yellow flag is out. Uh-oh. Oh my Lord. Your leader and second place, Jason Lance, just crashed. K goes high, gets into the wall, comes back, hits Johnny. He's spinning around. Jason tries to go low to miss it, and oh man, Jason gets collected in it. Boy, that might change everything here. The plot thickens, ladies and gentlemen. Cody's car is so damaged he's not even able to get into his pit. He's able to get in there now. Field re-racks. Jason Lance out front. Billy Wise second. Eddie Hawks third. Tom Johnson fourth. Stephen Kiefer fifth. Andrew Smith sixth. Cody McGork seventh. Jason brings him in the restart zone. He fires off. "12 laps to go. Jason's out front. Eddie Hawks giving chase in second. Billy Wise third. Billy's trying to get by Eddie once again. This time it's for the runner-up position. 10 laps to go. Eddie's able to open that gap up over Billy a little bit. He closes in on the leader. Good run off the backstretch. Sure, Eddie let off the gas, allowing that front end. Turn left. Diamond the corner off. Trying to get Jason looked up in his mirror. Maybe make a mistake. That's the furthest I've heard Jason driving in all night. Jason knows we're down to 5 to go. It's time to give it all she's got. laps to go. Eddie's giving chase to Jason there for the lead. But Jason's starting to open up that gap up again. Tom Johnson in a battle with Stephen Kiefer for the 4th spot. Jason Lance out front, followed by Eddie Hawks and Billy Wise in 3rd. Jason's coming down for the white flag. Jason Lance bringing it home. Victory lane once again, followed by the 45 Eddie Hawks. In 3rd place, Billy Wise in the 32 machine. Tom Johnson finishes in 4th. Stephen Kiefer the top 5. Cody McGork's able to finish 6th, but a heartbreaking night for him. Derek Brown 7th, Andrew Smith 8th. 9th, Thomas Wise. 10th, Johnny Berardi. Jen Capers, 11th. Quid Moore, 12th. Jason Lance burning the rubber down. All right, let's start getting interviews rolling. Let's get 3rd place, Billy Wise up here. Hey, Billy, got a copy?
Yo, I got you.
Hey, you made it up here.
Hey, 2 weeks in a row. How about that?
You're starting to string it together there, bud.
Yeah, we're finally. We had a rough start to the season, first couple races, and was in a hole bad with points. So we're just trying to dig our way up back to 5th anyway.
Go ahead and give me a rundown of your night tonight. I mean, it seemed like you're there from 3rd to 6th, and some type of pit strategy there moved you up there towards the front there at the very end for that last restart.
Yeah. How about some green flag pit stops for once? That was crazy, and everyone was talking in chat. Well, who's gonna go first, and how long you get to go? Steven and I thought about like splitting up in 30s, like 30-30 and 40 or something, depending on cautions. But man, it went. There was that one caution there, but it went green for quite a while. And I think Eddie went in around lap 40, and I thought, I should dive in with him. But we ended up staying out for like 10 more laps. My car just blew up. But then the caution came out. We got freshies, and Eddie stayed out because he had pitted 10 laps earlier. So at the end of that second run, we were definitely catching him and was going to fight him for 4th, I think. But then that last caution came out, and I don't know, just between a couple guys wrecking out, just gained us those couple of positions, I think. Poor Cody, man. Everybody feels so bad for him. It was his race to win. Thought it was going to be his week, man.
Yeah, that's a definitely big heartbreaking moment for Cody this week. I thought he had it as well.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I think a caution happened in front of him, and he zigged when he should have zagged or something to that effect. Yeah, that's a bummer. But yeah, shoot, we didn't really expect third. We thought top 5 would be great. So bringing it home third again we'll take it all day long.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and give a shout out to all your people, Billy.
Shout out to Action Sports Foundation, Project Vet Jet, Simability, Glenn Sidman at Simability for letting me do this on Wednesday nights and run this league. Oh, we've been doing it for a while now. We have a blast, man. We have a pretty tight group of guys. And so shout out to the league members and a good shout out to you for broadcasting this for us.
Well, thank you, and congratulations on your third place run tonight. And let's see if we can go for 3 in a row next week at Talladega.
Talladega, baby. Yep, for sure. 3 in a row, it is.
Anything's possible at Dega.
That's for sure. The love-hate relationship there.
I feel you on that one, Billy.
Thanks, man. Take care.
You as well, Billy. Thank you.
And then great, buddy.
Eddie, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, made up the second tonight.
Yeah, luckily I'm second. I probably would end up fifth if it had stayed green. I took tires before everybody else, and I should have pitted in that last caution we had, so I was just sitting duck.
Yeah, I seen you. You're up there. Then I watched Billy get by, and then Steven. I was like, oh man, his tires are starting to go away.
Yeah, about 5 laps before that, I saw Billy knocking about 3/10 a lap off coming at me, so I tried to save a little bit, and maybe I could get another run at him, but you know, it is.
I know this first part of the run, you're doing good on your entries. Your lift points were a lot better than what they was. You definitely wasn't driving in as hard.
Yeah, that Monday race, actually, following you, I was able to save a lot of tire too, but I don't know, Cody and Jason are just really good at that. And, but yeah, my time seemed to be a little bit better as well.
Yeah, I was there for the first part of the race. I was following you, Jason, and Cody on the entries there, in the one especially. And Cody was driving in hard, and Jason was lifting a little bit before you actually was. But there at the end of that green flag run, Jason was able to get by Cody and really gap him there because there towards the end of it, Cody wasn't able to turn as good. What's that, Eddie?
You got me? Yeah, this but
Yeah, I got you. But yeah, you're definitely able to follow luck with the cautions there and get tires at the end. I thought you were gonna make it interesting there with Jason.
I was hanging with him.
Yeah, you hung with him there for the start. And I really thought because you closed there to gap about 5 to go. But then, next thing I know, Jason started to do his usual thing and pull away.
They don't
All right, hey, go ahead and give a shout out to your people. Let's see if your mic's gonna work for that. You keep cutting out after the first word. I think Eddie's having mic issues. All right, hey, we'll see you next week at Talladega. We know you'll definitely be up front battling for the win on that one. Jason, you got a copy?
Yeah, I have you.
You are no longer allowed to say that you dislike a track or you're no good at it.
No, I actually love this track.
I could have swore last week you said you really haven't raced the Rockingham or really care for it.
No, that was Pocono in New Hampshire. I don't really care for. I actually love Rockingham. This is a very difficult and challenging track. You have to really master tire wear here. Yeah, I ran enough of these races here to learn that if you go hard, you just burn yourself up, and then you just keep falling back and back, and then you're just begging for a caution, and then you just keep getting further behind. It's just it takes a lot of experience to learn how to handle this track and tire wear. I really feel bad for Cody. He really had a good run going tonight. He's a very skilled driver, and he can win one of these races. I think it's just he has some trouble tonight with lap card, and I did too. And the caution wasn't out at that point still, so my car was still drivable. So I was trying to go into an empty place where no one was at. So I tried to go down low, and me and Cody ended up meeting at the same time. So I probably exacerbated his damage. So I really feel bad for him. I was waiting to start to use it. I was waiting to start using my tires until lap 8 because I felt like going any sooner would just start burning your tires up more. It'd be awful hard to catch anybody.
Yeah, I definitely noticed with 5 to go. That was when you were starting to run it in the deepest that you have all night, especially in turn 1.
Yeah, at that point you had to go, and Eddie is a very good driver too, and he could put the pressure on you. Yeah, he was at one point. He was like within half a second, getting down to 0.3, and then I was kind of getting worried like, can I pull this off?
I thought Eddie was going to make it interesting there at the end. Then all of a sudden you started to pull away like usual.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to racing at Albuquerque. I was just sorry you had a bad ending there.
Yeah, that is a rough one for Cody. He's definitely gonna win one of these times.
Well, we're going to rough run next week, Talladega. So there's no safe place there, even out front.
Yeah, you got nowhere to hide Talladega.
Yeah, I find if you just run the bomb most of the race, you tend to stay out of trouble most of the time, and at least you have an exit. You can go onto the apron or into the grass if there's a caution. But if you run up high, you're just stuck up there. And anytime I've done that, I always get into someone else's mess. So I won't go up there until very late in the run. Uh, if there's some good pushers up there. Yeah,
See
but
the issue.
a lot of us are looking forward to that race.
The issue I've always ran into, it's not so much the accident that happens in front of me, it's the person behind me that all of a sudden can't see past their steering wheel.
Yeah, that's always a frustrating situation.
Yeah, that's, to me, that's the most heartbreaking thing that can happen on iRacing to you is you're slowing down, you see the big one in front of you, you're like, all right, I'm slowed down enough, I'm going to be able to get through it. Then, boom, somebody right through your rear deck.
I'm just glad that our league hands us 2 fast repairs. I only needed one tonight, but you know, at least it helps a lot of us out in case we get into an accident or someone else's mess.
That's definitely always a good thing to have in your back pocket. All right, Jason, go ahead and give a shout out to all your people.
Just my family, the league, guys who make this possible. You, of course, for broadcasting this, and some friends out there who are dealing with a lot of health situations. I really appreciate them watching, and I'll talk to you tonight. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Jason, and hopefully we get to talk to you again next week.
All right. I don't know. it's a, it's oh, it's like bowling. There, sometimes you get all the pins, sometimes you don't.
That's very true. That's very true. But hey, if your patience pays off, we'll possibly see you next week.
All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Tonight's winner, Jason Lance in the 76 machine. All right, well, thank everybody that makes this league possible. Paper Seal in Florida. Project VetJet, empowering veterans through water sports. Sim Mobility, Glenn Sidman, thank you for all you do for the sim world. Action Sports Foundation, org. And along with Admin Box as well. Thank you, everybody makes this possible, and we'll see you next week at Talladega.